watching My News 26. I'm Marlaina Scarbrough, and today we're in Farwell at the Farwell Area Historical Museum, speaking with the president, Alice Wilson. Alice, can you tell us how this museum got started?
Yes, actually, it started out as the ladies' library, and that would have been back in the 1880s, and the building was built in 1882, and the ladies of this town were educated. Amazingly, the people who started the town had an education, and they felt it was very important that they have a library, and so the gentleman built the building. It continued as the ladies' library, and actually it stayed a library until the present library was built in 1976.
Wow.
And so after that, it became a museum.
And what we're standing in today then is the museum, where the library just evolved into this wonderful little museum. And I guess, how did Farwell become Farwell? How did it become this town?
Okay, Farwell was started back in 1870, and it was due to the lumbering. This was a large area of lumbering, and of course there were no roads, there were no railroads, there was nothing until somebody realized that they had a gold mine in all the trees. And one gentleman had a lumber camp down by Remus, and of course he wanted a faster and more efficient way to get his logs to the sawmill. And well, he heard that the train was coming through, and so then he was in the legislature, and he managed to get contracts to build a road to come right here. And so the road and the railroad made the town.
And that is so interesting and so lovely to hear that this little town of Farwell was created all because of the lumber industry and because of one man who needed a way to get in and out of the town.
Yeah, because they wanted a way to get their supplies in faster and more efficiently. And so he wasn't the only one, but he was probably the main force in it.
Right. And then shortly thereafter, the Ladies' Library Association started, and then soon after that, the museum came to be what it is today. So how do you get all of these wonderful artifacts here?
Well, I guess we have a lot of generous people. A lot of people tend to say, "Oh, I'm cleaning my attic. Would you like such and such?" Well, not really. We're not that. But if it has something to do with Farwell, we would like to have it. Anything in here needs to have something to do with Farwell. And I think it's just generous people who think of, well, I don't want to throw it away if somebody can use it.
Right. So all of these artifacts that we're seeing, like, these old books and these pictures and everything, it has something to do with the city of Farwell, the town of Farwell. And if it doesn't, let's say maybe, somebody moved from a different city or a different town to Farwell and wanted to give you something, they couldn't really do that because it's really not from Farwell, correct?
Right. I think at one time they did accept just about anything from anywhere, but we don't have a lot of room.
Right. It is kind of small in here, but there are so many wonderful artifacts. Like I had said, it's just remarkable, all these things and how people are just donating. So another thing with donating, are people allowed to give the museum a monetary donation?
Oh, that would make our day, yes. We're always struggling, and that's why we share space. One of the reasons we share space with the Chamber of Commerce, because they help us pay our bills.
So if people do want to donate to you, where can they find you? Do they call you? Is there a website, or how can people contact you?
Yes, there is a website, and it's www.farwellmuseum.com.
Okay.
And on there is the address and the phone number and everything.
Perfect. So if people want to give you a monetary donation, they just go to the website and they find you, they find the building, and they can give it there.
Yes.
Awesome.
That would be fine.
Well, thank you so much, Alice.
Well, thank you for coming today.
In Farwell at the Farwell Area Historical Museum, with My News 26, I'm Marlaina Scarbrough.